This 1984 Roosevelt Dime may appear to be just another small coin, but hidden beneath its simple design is a story that continues to captivate collectors across the world. At first glance, it feels ordinary, something you might overlook in your daily transactions. But when you take a closer look, you begin to realize that this coin represents far more than its face value. It carries with it a blend of history, craftsmanship, and the exciting possibility of rarity. Holding this coin is not just about holding currency. It is about holding a small piece of time that reflects decades of minting tradition. Many people pass by such coins without a second thought, yet experienced collectors understand that even the most common-looking pieces can hide something extraordinary. As we explore deeper, you will begin to see why this particular dime continues to attract attention. By the end, you may find yourself looking at everyday coins in a completely new way. The year 1984 may not seem like a dramatic turning point at first, but within the world of coin collecting, every year has its own story. By this time, the Roosevelt Dime series had already been in circulation for decades, maintaining a consistent design that symbolized stability. The coin was being produced in large quantities, especially at the Denver Mint, to meet everyday demand. Despite this, the process of minting was still a careful balance of precision and efficiency. Even with advanced machinery, small variations could occur, and these variations are what collectors often look for. Coins from this period represent a time when production was steady, yet subtle differences could still emerge. This makes 1984 an interesting year for those who pay attention to detail. It is this quiet combination of routine production and hidden uniqueness that gives the coin its charm. When you examine the front of the coin, you will notice the familiar portrait that has become a symbol of American coinage. The design is clean, balanced, and instantly recognizable, reflecting decades of consistency. On well-preserved examples, the details remain sharp, especially in the hair and facial features. These small details are extremely important in the world of collecting. Even the slightest softness or wear can affect how a coin is viewed. Collectors carefully inspect each feature, searching for clarity and precision. A coin with crisp lines often stands out from the rest. This attention to detail turns a simple observation into a rewarding experience. Each coin becomes a subject of careful study rather than just spare change. The reverse side of the 1984 dime adds another layer of meaning and visual appeal. Its design is both symbolic and elegant, featuring elements that represent strength, peace, and liberty. The balance of the design gives the coin a strong identity that has remained unchanged for years. Over time, coins may develop signs of wear, but these marks can add character. Some collectors appreciate coins that show their age, while others seek examples that appear untouched. Both perspectives bring value in different ways. The condition of the reverse design plays a key role in how the coin is judged. Even small details, like the clarity of lines, can make a noticeable difference. This variety keeps collectors constantly engaged. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1984 Roosevelt Dime is the possibility of rare variations. These variations often occur due to minor changes or imperfections during the minting process. At times, slight shifts in machinery or material can produce unexpected results. These results can transform a common coin into something highly desirable. However, finding such variations requires patience and knowledge. Collectors spend years learning how to recognize these differences. The process itself becomes part of the excitement. Each coin examined holds the potential for discovery. Even the smallest unusual feature can turn into something significant. Condition plays a major role in determining the importance of this coin. A well-preserved dime will display sharp details, smooth surfaces, and a bright appearance. On the other hand, coins that have been in circulation for years may show signs of wear. Despite this, even worn coins hold historical value. They tell a story of everyday use and movement through time. Collectors use grading systems to describe these conditions, and higher grades often attract more attention. However, lower-grade coins are not without value. Each one reflects its own journey. This makes every piece unique in its own way. Another fascinating feature of these coins is their appearance over time. Some retain a bright, almost mirror-like shine, while others develop a softer, toned look. These changes happen naturally as the metal reacts to its environment. Storage conditions can greatly influence how a coin ages. Coins kept safely often maintain their original beauty, while others develop deeper tones that some collectors actually prefer. This variety in appearance adds to the overall appeal of coin collecting. No two coins will age in exactly the same way. This makes each piece visually distinct and interesting. Collectors often share stories of discovering unusual coins from this year. These stories travel through communities and spark curiosity among new and experienced collectors alike. Sometimes, a coin that looks completely ordinary reveals something special upon closer inspection. This possibility keeps the hobby exciting and full of surprises. It encourages people to take a second look at the coins they already have. Not every coin will be rare, but the chance is always there. This sense of possibility is what makes collecting so engaging. Each discovery feels meaningful, no matter how small. In certain discussions, there have even been mentions of extremely rare examples reaching astonishing values. In exceptional situations, coins with unique features or perfect preservation have been imagined to reach values in the millions. While such cases are extremely rare, they capture the imagination of collectors everywhere. It is important to understand that most coins will not reach such high prices. However, the idea itself adds excitement to the hobby. It highlights how rarity and demand can dramatically increase value. This possibility keeps interest alive among collectors of all levels. Beyond its potential value, this coin represents a connection to history. It reflects a time when minting had reached a level of consistency, yet still allowed for small variations. Holding this coin can feel like holding a piece of the past. It connects the present to a different era in a simple but meaningful way. This connection is one of the main reasons people are drawn to coin collecting. It transforms ordinary objects into storytellers. Each coin carries a quiet history waiting to be explored. For beginners, the 1984 Roosevelt Dime offers an excellent starting point. It is widely available, yet still provides many details to study and understand. Learning to examine such coins helps build important skills like observation and patience. Over time, these skills become stronger, allowing collectors to notice even the smallest differences. This growth makes the hobby more enjoyable. Every coin becomes an opportunity to learn something new. It encourages curiosity and continuous discovery. Experienced collectors, on the other hand, focus on finer details. They examine mint marks, strike quality, and subtle variations that others might miss. Identifying these features requires practice and dedication. It is a skill that develops gradually over time. Each coin presents a new challenge, even for experts. This keeps the hobby engaging and never repetitive. There is always something more to discover. Even a familiar coin can reveal new insights. As you continue exploring coins like this, your perspective begins to change. What once seemed ordinary starts to feel meaningful. The 1984 Roosevelt Dime becomes more than just a coin. It becomes a blend of history, art, and possibility. Whether you're just starting or already experienced, it offers something valuable. Its story continues to grow as more people take interest in it. With every new observation, its importance becomes clearer. In the end, this small dime reminds us that value is not always obvious. Sometimes, the most ordinary objects carry the most interesting stories. The 1984 Roosevelt Dime stands as a perfect example of this idea. It shows that with a little attention and curiosity, even a simple coin can become something fascinating. As you look at coins in the future, remember that each one may hold a hidden story. And that is what makes coin collecting truly rewarding.